Forestry carbon credits and the details of the emissions trading scheme are a murky business to many in the forestry community. Hundreds of landowners who could benefit from the scheme's credits may be far more knowledgeable now after a series of MAF organised meetings to educate those who own forest land. It's estimated there are over 1 million hectares of forest land planted before 1990, the cut-off point for ETS exemption. With over 5,000 private landowners in the country, that's a big audience. MAF Forestry Unit Manager Rob Miller says the meetings are about clearing up concerns landowners may have about their options.
For a lot of people, it is just simply understanding, do they fit into the category of being a pre-1990 forest landowner? And that's not always straightforward. So a lot of these folks will have to do a little bit of homework, get some information from MAF, talk to one of the MAF advisors if they're not entirely clear, so that they can take up that opportunity.
The meetings focus on the 4 key criteria covered in an application for either credit eligibility or deforestation exemptions under the ETS. The 4 areas of criteria are land area. To be exempt from the deforestation clause, you must have no more than 50 hectares. Land ownership. You must prove you hold the title to the forest land. You must prove the forests were planted before 1990, and you must sign a statutory declaration that the information submitted is all correct. Most questions related to the MAF-approved mapping system, which allows landowners to select forestry blocks on their property and accurately measure their size from satellite photos. The measuring tool will be available along with the online application form soon. Rob Miller told those at the meetings that time is of the essence when filing the paperwork.
Don't leave it until last minute before you get your application in, because this is a one-off opportunity for you to apply. You don't have to do either if you don't want to. It's your choice.
Local landowner Bruce Barrick says the meeting addressed many of his concerns around the legislation, but not the core issue, carbon credit value.
This is a commodity that's new. You can't see it, touch it, weigh it, put it in a drum like oil. It's a piece of paper. And New Zealand might be reputable, but other countries trading in this market may not be reputable. It's a bit of a nightmare.
Fellow Kawakawa landowner Tadek Maza says he now has a decision to make.
Well, we don't qualify for exemption, but we applied or not applied for the carbon units. That's our problem.
Rob Miller says the majority of feedback from landowners has been good, and he's answering a lot of questions.
There's some complex information to have to inform landowners, and what we've found actually, this is one of quite a number of seminars we're doing around the country, and the result has been generally pretty good. Most people, I think, have given us positive feedback. They've got some of the key messages which we're trying to get across to them at this first stage.
Rob Miller says if any foresters are interested, there's another round of meetings coming up. Otherwise, the MAF website will have all the information they need. Drew Chappell, Country 99 TV News.